My dear fellow,
Spacer's Choice Tartarus sauce. A tangy sauce made with real atmospheric contaminants from Tartarus. Great on fish sticks.
I guess we're going to Fallbrook.
Down there, a new ship. Doesn't look like any of the corporate freighters.
But what would they be doing here?
I've always loved that stuff.
You, with the hips. Over here.
Don't speak. Hold that posture for a moment while I admire you. You have a natural contrapposto, my dear. The way you rest your weight against your hip suggests a certain rugged charisma possessed only by the mighty primal and the well-traveled spacer. Splendid. I love it. Ah, Celeste, you've done it again. I knew from the moment I laid eyes on you that I'd found my muse. I'm Celeste Jolicoeur, and you, my dear, are exactly what Byzantium needs. I'm an artist, darling, not a tweed merchant. I don't sell things. I pollinate the world with art. I'm working on a new line of clothing that will shock this city to its core, and I'd like your help. What do you say, my dear? Care to make history with me? Marvelous! You and I are gonna wake this city up like a cold splash of wine to the face. What I need is a survey of the outside world. What does the common laborer wear? How do the wild-eyed madmen of Monarch dress themselves? I've heard rumors, but I require samples. Also, I expect you to model for me. My dear, fashion is a performance art. An outfit without a body is like an instrument without a player. I'll need you to model for me the following: the apparel of an iconoclast, the armor of a marauder, and a full ensemble of spacer gear, helmet included. And when I say spacer gear, I mean an outfit worn by real spacers. None of that garbage Spacer's Choice pedals.
No tall shoes, though. I mean it.
You have the bearing and demeanor of a born model. You're going to absolutely murder this job. Fabulous! I can't wait to see what you dredge up.
You don't gotta be so forward about my reasons, Captain.
Let me get a good look at you. Turn around, please, darling. My word. Such muscular shoulders. You're a vision, dear.
I am no such thing, ma'am.
Nonsense, you're absolutely lovely. Chin up now. I have just the thing for you. Let me do a back-of-the-envelope calculation. Materials, labor, licensing and copyright. There. Love? That's the ultimate luxury, darling. Love. Oh, gracious me.
I don't get why that's funny, ma'am.
Oh, my cherub. Who woos for love anymore? That's so... precious. All right, Captain. Here is the absolute best I can do for you. There are some things I simply cannot skimp on, darling. Such a lovely young lady deserves the best. Now stand back. Back! I'll enter the settings and get these machines spinning. You'll be broke to bespoke in merely an hour. And there we are, my darling girl. I wish you a splendiferous evening. And if you don't mind my asking, have you any interest in modeling?
What? Oh, no, ma'am. All them eyes staring at me? I couldn't. No way, no how. I get scared just thinking on it.
I wish you weren't so shy, my Violet. You truly are beautiful. I hope your date sees that as clearly as I. I can't wait to see those outfits.
If I do somehow drop dead in here, promise me you'll drag my corpse somewhere with monsters.
What can I do for you, darling? If I were an enterprising spacer in need of a wardrobe, I'd probably head to the Groundbreaker.
Can you believe this outfit? It's so handsome, I'm almost afraid to touch it. Well, I guess that's everything then. After all this time, I just have to actually do it now. You know, there's a part Junlei's been looking for to fix up the air cyclers. They only carried them on big colony ships, like the Hope. I know. For a while, it felt like everything I did was a little bit of help. And it meant I didn't have to ask her to be mine. Not yet. Not for real. Next time we dock with Groundbreaker, I'm doing it. I'll send June a message and ask her over. Oh, this is real scary, Captain. I'm grateful for all you done.
I love Byzantium. Where else are you?
Spacer's choice. Green light. Fresh because it was.
I tell you what.
Rizzo's knock you out hard.
I think we can both agree that Maverick Johnson is the finest director.
It's time.
My cousin's in pictures. That business was piracy or civil. If you could just leave me back at the ship, I'm sure there's something I ought to be fixing now.
Great! You made it! Listen, I know you're expecting a script, but you're the real deal. Just go in there and do what feels natural. We gave the other actors real weapons to keep things authentic. And because Josh is paying to see their logo on the big screen. See, I knew you'd get it. Now go in there, find your mark, and show us what you got.
Well, well. Here to stop us at last, Captain Steele? You're too late. All of this Settlement CNP Hungry Time food pills, same nutritional value, but now with added filler, are ours. With their patented stomach stuffing effects and baseline vitamin content, we will be nigh unstoppable. They are? What an unexpected twist. You may have fooled me for now, but not for long.
Are we on camera now? Because I really don't care to be.
Do you remember the last time we faced each other? The Battle of Axejack, staring one another down across the void of space while flaming debris fell like rain around us. I see you haven't changed a bit, Steele. I had you surrounded and outgunned, but you overcame my superior numbers with tactical thinking and a Hammersmith limited edition grenade launcher. I've been waiting for 5 years now, and at last my day for vengeance has come. Yes, it is. I have this whole port wired with sub-micro energon transistors. Once we're away, I'll activate the gamma particulate field, and the quantaponic chain reaction will turn this whole place into vaporized plasma.
Plasma's already a vapor-like kind of thing. You can't re-vaporize it. Can you?
Quiet. You're supposed to be an extra. I hope you've paid your burial fees and signed your personal death and dismemberment waivers, because this is the end for you. Line. Never mind, I think that's scene. To the break room, everyone. I need my Moab fizzy tea.
Cut! That was interesting, kid. Real novel take. Let's take 5.
Whatever he offers you, ask for more.
There's my star. Walk and talk with me. Hey, listen, I appreciate what you tried there. We've got to review your footage before we make a final decision, though. Look, sometimes you just gotta wait for your break, you know? Here, take this for making the trip down here. Don't call us. We'll call you.
Rizzo's mock apple cider. A hard cider for a hard life.
You don't much like me, huh, Dr. Ellie?
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
adjusting before you pull. You're anticipating. You...
Of course I'm anticipating it. What if I shoot a friend on accident?
That's on account of your stance. Hey, got a favor to ask you. Next time we're in the Monarch Wilderness, I'd like to stop in on an old friend of mine. You don't seem the type to run off and get yourself killed, and I could use the help. I'll be upfront with you. I hate asking for help. I hate it. Every time I give someone the opportunity to disappoint me, they seem to make it their most immediate goal. But for this, I need help. Logistically, because it's dangerous. Emotionally, because it's dangerous. Really? Here I was steeling myself for inevitable rejection. I used to run with a band of hunters. Friends. 6 of us. We were on Monarch when the corporations pulled out, and we helped a lot of people pick up the pieces. I haven't seen 2 of them in years, and the rest I know to be dead. I'd like to gather their effects and bury them all in the same places, like the family we once were. First, we go to Hayes. I buried him a ways from our encampment. I need to pay my respects. I'll show you where he rests. He had a medallion in his effects. That's what I'll bring home to Barry. Then we find my 2 lost trackers and bring them home. A long time ago, we built an encampment in one of Monarch's cave systems. Trouble is, a Mantiqueen showed up and kicked us all out. If we can find Rebecca and Anders, they'll know how to lure her out. Then, we kill the bitch, and bury everyone's medallions together. Thanks, Cap.
So, we're just gonna march straight into Byzantium and acquire some rare chemicals right under the board's nose? I sure hope you negotiated for a raise with this Phineas guy. Ever notice how this job gets bigger and more dangerous every time he calls in? He's asking a lot, Captain. Makes me wonder what your angle is. I knew a doctor like him once. He had a patient complaining of ankle pain, so he amputated the man's foot. Wasn't even the right one. Point is, good intentions don't count for shit. And nothing's more dangerous than a crusader with a cause. Besides, none of this is your mess, so why go dirtying your hands with it? Guess I hadn't looked at it that way. Still, Phineas isn't your only option. The board's put a bounty on his head, and they've got more than enough bits to pay it. I've got no love for the corporations, but they know how to take care of their people. The ones at the top, anyway. Exactly. You seem to have a good head on your shoulders, so I probably don't need to tell you this, but look out for yourself. No one else out here will. Don't mention it, just speaking from experience. Anything else?
I believe you. The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
It's a power play goal and a big smile from number 9. His first goal since January the 30th, and Nashville takes the lead.
Look at that smile. That says it all. Filip Forsberg going back to the bench. He missed a golden opportunity moments ago, but he's going to shoot. He's going to come down the wall, put that puck toward the net. Watch this. He's just putting it toward the net. Just flicks the wrist, catches Khudobin by surprise right through the wickets. And look at that beautiful smile. Filip Forsberg right there. Huge first goal of the game.
That is the Hornets' first goal of the game. And he gets the monkey off his back. The second longest goal drought of his career. It is a rare thing, and he retakes the lead. 4 goals for the Predators with his 19th penalty. This is the start of some good things here. 45 seconds left on the clock.
This is a player that can get this is a player that the Nashville Predators need in the final 16 games of the season. That's a big, big play.
CNP beer maple syrup.
Now Ben drives it across the line, places it behind the net. Ben is on a 6-game point streak. Here's Sagan. He's been red hot as well. 6 goals in the last 10 games. He's dangerous, especially when they're playing well. Here's Johansson there. 20 on the clock. Fabro wide open. Johansson behind that. Surrounded by 2 white jerseys. Side of the net. Sissons has it back with 8 on the clock. Time for one more play. Sissons wins the puck battle. Jarnkrok to the point with 1. As the green light comes on, Sissons trying to tap it home. So good ending to the period.
Is it done?
Johansson. Things calming down and the team's
Well, damn. Contractor grew a conscience. As your employer, I'm both angry and disappointed. I'll add that to your file. Technically, I owe you an exit interview. Care to justify your betrayal of our species? Or are we finished here?
Lindsay and Crispy will be on the desk. 20 minutes in the books between these 2 rivals.
You're awfully quick to trust someone who offed her colleagues and called it a good start. Out of my office. We're done.
This is why I always ask for half my payment up front.
You think maybe she's got an itchy trigger finger? I don't want to find out. I said, get out.
Something on your mind?
CNP.
When you switch, that's Verizon. I work. I want to keep working. I work for the challenge. Because people are counting.
I can't believe it's not forced. It's unbelievable how good it is.
Ooh, you're here. It'll do a lot for my credit in the promenade if people see you buying something. So, what'll it be?
Because working works. It lets me earn a living.
Be there for the team. Together, we made a plan to keep me on the field for 2,632 games in a row.
To keep me working.
America works best when all Americans can work. Ensuring workers can stay on the job or return to work following an injury or illness is essential to America's economy. To learn more, visit whatcanyoudocampaign.org.
got your back, which is why we give you extra time to avoid an overdraft.
Extra time. That is better.
You still have to pay for this one.
I don't want to.
Fifth Third gives you extra time to avoid overdraft fees. This is banking. A Fifth Third better.
Welcome to the Jack in the Box intermission report, where the Preds are leading the Stars 1-0 after the first period, thanks to that guy right there, Mr. Philip Forsberg. Hi, everyone. I'm Lindsay Rowley. I'm here with Terry Crisp. Well, Crispy, Philip finally gets that monkey off his back.
Itching to whack someone over the...
Well, you know he's got to be absolutely ecstatic. And with that, let's go downstairs, check in with Carrie Emmer for Mercedes-Benz interview. She's standing by with Philip Forsberg himself.
Thanks, Lindsay. Philip, you had a huge smile on your face after getting that one to go. Can you take us through what you were seeing out there on the ice?
It's a good place by everybody. I thought we were relieving pressure well off the power play. They want to go hard. I thought we made some good plays, and yeah, just threw it in there and squeaked through. It was about time.
It's the first time you've scored a goal since January 30th. Is this just going to open up the floodgates?
That's the plan. I mean, I can't take anything for granted, I guess, these days, but it's getting nice to get that one out. We just work for the next one.
We know that this is a tough opponent. You guys have a 1-goal lead. What do you need to do to hold on to it defensively?
Just obviously play hard and fast. I think we're breaking out fairly easy. Just got to be a little quicker, I think, and because they want to pressure hard. So I think that's a big key.
All right, thanks, Philip.
Thank you.
Guys?
Thanks so much, Kara. Stay tuned on the other side. Preds President Sean Henry is going to join the boys up in the booth to talk about tornado relief.
Today we put Bridgestone clutch performance to the test. Bridgestone Turanza Quiet Track tires deliver confident control in wet conditions and come with an 80,000-mile limited warranty. Because every driver deserves clutch performance in the real world. After all, that's where practice started 3 minutes ago. Bridgestone tires.
This burger's delicious.
Let's make it more delicious. Put an extra patty on that. Bam! Buy $4.99 triple bonus jack combo. Stack it up for an extra buck.
Free.
That's right. TurboTax free is free. Free.
Hello. I saw you move in and I wanted to welcome you to the neighborhood with some homemade biscuits.
Oh, that's so nice.
And a little tip, Geico could help you save on homeowners insurance.
Oh.
Cookies? Biscuits.
Throw a little nutmeg in there?
Oh, it's my mum's secret recipe.
You can tell me.
It's a secret.
Is it cinnamon?
It's my mum's secret recipe.
Call Geico and see how easy saving on homeowners and condo insurance can be.
I'll come back for the plate.
You know how we come for nothing.
Check out my triple bonus jack. Check it out with an extra. Okay, let's ride. Oh, hey, man. Buy $4.99 triple bonus jack combo. Stack it up for an extra buck. Rod Stewart, the hits. A night with the icon. Rod Stewart. A very special guest. Seems ready. August 19th, Bridgestone Arena. Miss Rod Stewart with Cheap Trick. Get tickets at LiveNation.com with the Bridgestone Arena box office. Presented by Arnold Stiefel Entertainment and Live Nation.
Nashville Predators Hockey is brought to you by Bridgestone, the official tire of the NHL, by Vanderbilt Health, exclusive healthcare provider of the Nashville Predators, by Fifth Third Bank, member FDIC, and by your selected Chevy dealer.
A lunging save by UC Saros, his best of the period, kept it scoreless, and then Philip Forsberg with the big power play goal late. It's 1-0.
Crew members Ellie and Max are engaged in a heated discussion.
Upstairs, joined
All right. She's on her way. How do I look? Oh, my hands have finally stopped shaking. All right, all right. Deep breath. Here I go.
Status report. 13 jobs
Anyhow, so I told him, Dad, I'm a big girl now. I ain't need your help. I can do it on my lonesome.
What did he say to that?
Have at it then. And he handed me his favorite wrench, the one he used for the canner. He's probably half as tall as I was.
He didn't scold you for talking back to him?
Nah, he was never like that. I always thought it was funny when I'd get indignant about something. Then he'd watch me do whatever it was, make sure I didn't get hurt, but he'd never.
Three first teams that stepped up to do something. The Stars, the Blackhawks, the Blues. Of course, the Wild jumped right in, and Craig Leopold and his wife love this community. They did something. The Panthers are doing something tonight. So it really is something special. It shows how tightly bound our league is and sports are. The NHL reached out. They're doing something.
To return.
At least 4 times on Tuesday. And that really just shows how special.
In one piece, Captain.
Everyone cares about each other.
One thing that I didn't even have to think about it, I knew the guys were going to do it yesterday when they got back, and so we have a little footage, but the guys doing their part, delivering the message and going out there themselves with the wives, the families, to do what they could.
And what's great about our guys, and Mason, you can attest to this, for them it's not about getting a camera, moving 1 case of water. These guys went out on their own. They went to the stores on their own. They bought tarps and diapers and water and supplies, and then drove their own cars in. They dropped it all off, and then stayed much, much longer than any of us thought they would, because they wanted to do it. There are some of those spouses that said, I've already been here, I know where it is, because they were there the day before. So we have a special group. Chris, we didn't even talk about the Alumni Association donation that you guys made. It's everyone in our organization, around the sports landscape, trying to make a difference. So thank you.
Thank you, guys. I mean, it's the right thing to do, and we know how much the community means to us as former players and our broadcast. They're tied together as one.
They really are. There's so many events. Last night, the game, the SEC tournament next week, all of them give us an opportunity to become relief centers, raise some money, raise awareness around a larger scope than just Nashville. That's what the SEC tournament will do for us next week.
Well, with that in mind, let's deliver the message that we're going to continue to do throughout the night here of ways to give, because there's a lot of different ways, and everybody's got to figure out the way that means the most to them, the best way for them to give.
And what's nice is everyone can give, no matter what your resources are, no matter what your skill level you think it is. We need volunteers, you need volunteers.
Crew report. Bioka is drunk. Surprise.
Okay, Captain, she's gone. I'm near about vibrating. I'm so excited. So she got here, and the first thing she said was, "Oh, you smell nice, like mock apples." And I was like, "Yeah, new soap." And then she just sort of touched my arm real gentle-like and called the cut of my outfit elegant. I couldn't hear the rest on account of my heart was beating so hard. Then I led her into the kitchen. I think she about cried when she saw the spread. She stood stock still and just said, "Oh, real soft." Oh, and let me tell you, I was sweating. And then she blinked and said, "Is that dustback casserole?" I told her how we got Mr. Raymond to bake it for us, so it was double authentic. Made by a real live monarch person. Well, we talked a bunch over dinner about the things we learned just through messages, stuff we repaired, how I taught her to salvage and she taught me to build. When I brung out the sweetheart cakes, June, she got a little teary, said she had a thing she needed to say. But I stopped her because I wanted to say it first. I never felt so bold, Captain. One of us has got to be. We're both... June's so reserved and I'm so shy. I worried if I never said anything, nothing would ever get said, you know? I told her about how she made me feel. Bold like I acted, strong, smarter and kinder than I am on my lonesome. I listed all the things I liked about her. And then she pulled out a paper and read a speech. She talked about the things she admired about me, like my cleverness and my humor, and how it made her want to be more open. Anyhow, when she wrapped up, I asked her to be my girlfriend. And Captain, she said yes! It's all on your account, you know? Imagine if you'd never taken me out of Edgewater. I'd have never met Junlei at all. I don't know nothing about the Vickers capital P plan, but you've sure changed my life. So, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna head to my cabin and happy scream into my pillow for like an hour.
I understand. We have decided to continue supporting the outlaw scientist, Dr. Phineas Wells. We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain.
South. Every week, I'm traveling the country in search of special fishing and hunting destinations for you, the sportsman, as well as featuring some of the best cooking chefs in the business on the highly awarded Sportsman's Table. From the freshwater lakes to the saltwater coast and all the hunting fields in between, this is Bob Redfern's Outdoor Magazine right here on Fox Sports South.
Let's take a look at our game summary brought to you by your Middle Tennessee Toyota dealers. Crispy.
All right, 13-23 Dallas shot attempts, 11 of 10 shots on net. Power play hits fairly well there, but the big score is
I see you're still in one piece. However, you never know when that could change. Consider our accidentally torn into tiny fragments coverage. Note that all of your fragments must be recovered and must be smaller than a standard bit cartridge for the payouts to kick in. I remember that one. That's the young socialite who broke her neck, right?
Of course, no one remembers me for the marauders I've killed or the bits I've stolen. Typical.
That claim was airtight. Our best investigators couldn't find an exclusion for that one. You can't, of course. Only Miss Fenhill can assign her beneficiaries. And she's dead. If we let every friend, relative, and acquaintance change a policy like that, people would do it all the time. Imagine the paperwork.
Like to return this, please?
Oh, no returns.
It's gonna cost me $33.
Oh, you mean hypothetically? Well, hypothetically, you'd access the terminal in the back room that contains data on all our policies. And you'd theoretically add the beneficiary of your choice. But you wouldn't actually do that, of course. That would be fraud. Please, my policy only covers paper cuts and wrist strain. Very well, I'll do it. But then you've got to go. Confrontations like this will raise my premiums. I'll need the name of the new beneficiary.
Ellie Fenhill?
If you say so. The payouts will flow exclusively into the new account at the start of the month. I hope Ms. Fenhill enjoys her newfound prosperity.
For us here in Nashville.
Heavy presence tonight as we get set for the second period.
That's my boy. That's who took us out to Fort Campbell when we did the repelling and took Hal and I around and showed us everything. That was a great day, I'll tell you.
Here we go. Period 2.
You really did it. Give these payouts a few years and I'll be rolling in it. Hey, you did the real work. All I had to do was not be dead. I'm just glad my folks aren't gonna live off that awful story they made up. Maybe now they'll have to go back to real jobs. Sure. You did my job, so here's your fee. Don't make it weird. Even you've got to be in it for the money now and then. Why else would you go through all this trouble? You sure? Because my kind of friends will pick your pocket clean while they're getting hammered with you. Yeah. I'm not trying to get all mushy or anything. Still, maybe you've got a point. Maybe it's good to watch someone's back now and then so that one day they watch yours. So you just keep the money. One of us has to look out for your interests. Don't mention it. Really, this feels weird enough as it is.
You seen Arthur today?
Post-traumatic issues. Just didn't feel right in the dark room, feeling symptoms. Just couldn't play, couldn't get right. But he's been back, and it's like he hadn't skipped a beat.
Yeah, that's scary. That's sad when it happened. It wasn't concussion or anything. It was a headache.
Man, last time I saw him.
He's had a heart battle, and he's back, and he's been a very valuable player for them.
Barry to the wing for Tyler Seguin. Missed the net out to Ben. Came right to him. Seguin back into play. Drops it off. Sakara put it in to the traffic in front. Saros with the save. The rebound was available for just a moment.
Good job there by Ellis. Going against Jamie Benn. There's obviously a size mismatch there. He did a good job. Intelligent, smarts, body position, tie up that stick. Ben wasn't able to get to the rebound.
Penalty call is coming up. Too many men on the ice.
These ones hurt.
Both teams almost got caught. It was Dallas.
It was close because I saw 6 guys.
They actually could have called either team, I think.
I think the puck went closer to the Dallas bench. So if Predators took the last game against Minnesota, there's 6 people out there right now.
guard.
Rats. Let's clear this sulfur-sodden fucks out so Hayes can rest in peace. Hayes was the best self-sacrificing son of a saint I ever met. Halcyon is worse off without him. Now, if we're gonna lure the Manta Queen out, we'll need to find Rebecca and Anders. They took a UDL contract on Terra 2. We never heard from them again. Think it's time I call in a favor with Hiram. If anyone can track them down, it's him. I don't know much about it. It paid well, so they took it. They said they'd be back in a couple of weeks and that maybe we could all use the money to get off Monarch. That was a long time ago. I should have. I really should have. But soon after they left, Hayes and the others died. And to be honest, after him, I stopped trying. Because it hurt like hell to do so. Thanks. I'm still not convinced I won't come to regret it, but we've started down this path. Might as well see it through. Maybe it'll stop me screaming at night. Now come on, let's make tracks before Hiram dies of old age.
Shovels it up, intercepted. Ekholm to their tip. Duchesne got a piece of it. Good save by Hudobin, and Arvidsson was looking for a rebound.
That was a really good save. A lot of traffic there. Hudobin was able to find that. Nice pad save.
Heiskanen still out there. Johns. Benino. Stayed down on the ice and made the deflection. Stars break out. Perry slips it between Josi and Ellis. Now he'll chase it. Drops it off the bench. Big hit. Ellis delivers it on Perry. Klingberg to the net front, knocked down by Ellis. Benito comes in to support. Yarnpoke dumps it in diagonally. Here comes Grimaldi. Out to the point. Josi bangs it to the net wide. Tenori over the boards. Benito. Tenori. Played it in deep. Lindell cuts it off. 12 minutes into the second period.
So much for peace and quiet. Would it kill the universe to cut me some slack? And I don't see an Insta-coffee in your hand. Oh, great. I love doing pro bono work for friends.
Aw, you called us friends. I'd normally entertain your self-aggrandizing delusions, but this time it's important.
Important to you is not the same as important to me. Although I do recognize that you may have earned some goodwill during your months laboring for me. Tug on my heartstrings, why don't you? Look, I'll do what I can, all right?
Rebecca Hodges and Anders Wadsworth. They took a UDL contract back when Monarch went to shit, and I need to find them. I believe them to be on Terra 2.
If UDL hired 2 hunters back then, it would have been for creature clearing purposes round one of their Spacer's Choice outposts. These are the coordinates for the outpost under the last UDL contract. Now scram. And, good luck. Give my regards to Phineas.
This time, I believe, this penalty is on the Predators. Outstanding D. Yossi with the play on this one. 1-0 Nashville.
When I am helping a customer, I need to treat everybody the way I would want them to treat my family. I am a country girl, so that's what we do. I want them to know that I really want to help you. That's what I'm here for. People may not remember what you say, but they always remember how you make them feel. My name is Lola, and I am proud to keep your car running newer, longer.
Fixed right, priced right, right on time. The triple promise. Only at Firestone Fleet Auto Care.
Now, this ain't no sandwich, because on a sandwich, they ask you if you want cheese. But on a papadilla, cheese is what's holding the whole operation together. Get one now for just $6. Better ingredients, better pizza, better than a sandwich. Papa John's.
It's Ford Truck Month. And if this is your kind of day, and this is your kind of truck, then this is your month. Ford Truck Month. Now get great deals on the trucks as tough as the people who drive them.
Now during Truck Month, get Ranger with 0% financing for 60 months plus $1,500 bonus cash.
Nobody gets a kick out of distracted walkers, but everybody gets a kick out of Zaxby's. Fried pickles are back for a limited time. Try them with the Southern TLC filet and chicken sandwich meals. You're gonna get a kick out of Zaxby's.
All right, guys, welcome back here. Too many men on the National First Division bench here. Watch Kelly Arthur is big change right now. Victor Arvidsson comes back. Puck comes to Kelly. He makes a play on it. That's the too many men. Now he's just going to continue to just go off the ice and call your player on. Just keep going. Let the puck go. I know it's hard to do that.
Hey, Cash. Odds and odds.
My dry goods come 75. No.
Big save, Hudobin. Offside at the line.
Great short-handed chance right there. Hudobin just flies out. He read that and just attacked Nick Bonino's stick blade. Look at the hustle here by Graham. Getting in. Sees Bonino makes a nice play. And look how aggressive Hudobin is there. There's only one forechecker. He's all out. Look at him come out. Take away the upper angle on the net. Just attacks that puck. Good try there by Bonino and good pass by Graham and even better save by Hudobin.
Second power play chance for the Dallas Stars tonight. 0 for 1 thus far. Here's Perry. Trying to slip it to Guriano, and it does. 20 goals as we told. He's got the hot hand. The team is not a prolific offensive team. Just the way they play. But they certainly have plenty of skilled goal scorers. Nashville gets the clear. Good work there by Colton Sissons.
mentioned the systems too, and that started back when Ken Hitchcock was their coach. It took a while for their star players to buy in, but they've all bought in now over